Stop number 11 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Richmond International Raceway in Richmond, Virginia, and the last chance to get into the All-Star race without having to try to qualify for it. I'm at for the Winston Open. And as we are here today for the running of the Mobil 1 400. It's going to be 60 laps of action on this 0.75 mile racetrack, 3/4 of a mile to be exact, of course. And here's how the starting lineup will go for this race here. On the pole, the man who won the last race we were on the tour at California Speedway. It is an auto clip speedway, I should say. It's Preston Plord, number 18, Interstate Batteries Pontiac. He's on the pole for this event. Beside him, Becca Tellier, the Valvoline Ford. Car number 6 starts in second position. Second row will have Mike Becker in car 44, the Hot Wheels Pontiac. He won this season at Atlanta. And alongside of him, Kat Batson, number 88, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Row 3 has William Brock, who had a great run at California Speedway the last race on the tour, and he'll be alongside car number 21, the Citgo Ford, of Quentin Moore, the Daytona 500 champion. Fourth row will have Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford, and she has one of her in-car cameras in today's event. She is alongside Paul Minnick in the Smokin' Joe's Ford, car number 23. Row 5 will have Zachary Fitzwater, number 9, the Spam Melling Ford, and beside him will be car number 42. It is Kyle Matthews in the Coors Light Silver Bull. He won the season at Rockingham. Sixth row will have Johnny Gardner, number 16, the Family Channel Prime Star Ford, and beside him, Nicholas Wade in the Quaker State Ford, car number 26. Next row down has Dylan Poteet, car number 22, the MB&A Pontiac, and two-time winner this season, Trent Dunham in the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet. His wins came at Darlington and at Texas. Next row down, we'll have the number 15 Quality Care Services Ford of Ryan George. And beside him will be car 98, Seth Gold, winner this season at Martinsville in the RCA Ford, car number 98. Next row down, we'll have Jason Haywood in car 81, the Square D Ford. And beside him will be Levi McIntyre in the number 99 XL Barris SKF Ford. Next row down, we'll have Charles Samper, who finished an impressive third at California last race on the tour in the DuPont Chevrolet car number 24. He is flanked by car number 43, Joshua Carr in the STP Pontiac. Next row down has Joshua Osborne, number 87, the Burger King Chevrolet, and Jesse Turner, number 75, the Remington Arms Ford. Next row down has Carter Friesen in car 71, the Olive Garden Chevrolet, and Cole Deaver, two-time winner this season in the GM Gibbons Chevrolet car number 3. His wins came at Bristol and at North Wilkesboro, and he has our second in-car camera. And our third in-car camera actually lies inside this car, too. Phil Parker, number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. And beside him, Ryan Brommer, number 17, Western Auto Chevrolet. Next row down has Jonathan Zorlin, number 7, the XI Barriers Ford. And beside him will be Keith Batson, car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row down has Tony Green in car 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. And Jay Jefferson, number 90, the Hollig Myers Ford. Next row down has Rob Evans, number 12, the Mobil 1 Ford, the event sponsors car, I should say. He'll be flanked by car 37, the Little Caesars Kmart Chevrolet, Little Caesars Kmart Ford, of Austin Colano. Next row down has Dylan Young in number 2, the Miller Lite Ford, and beside him will be car number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac of Daniel Bouchard. Next row down has Peter Onjack in number 41, the Kodiak Chevrolet, and Diego Yepes in the Jasper Engines in the Jasper Engines US Air Federal Mogul Ford. Next row down has Sam Ard. What the heck am I talking about? Sean Ard in car number 13, the First Plus Loans Ford, and Zach Winkle, number 97, the John Deere Ford, again using the Thunderbird at this event. Next row down has Vince Alvarigo in number 10, the Tide Ford, and beside him Ben Crouch, number 25, the Budweiser Chevrolet. And then starting shotgun in the field will be Ashlyn Boyd in the Close Call Phone Call Ford, car number 11. So the field's getting set for green flag racing here in just about a couple of minutes. Let's get the command to fire the engines for this Mobil 1 400 at Richmond.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
That's the way to get a race going here. Preston Plord will lead the field down for green flag racing here as the front two rows actually are Pontiac on the inside and Ford on the outside. Then it's Chevy, Ford, and Ford Pontiac. That's the top. That's the front 5 rows. As they'll be getting ready for green flag here. In-car cameras again will be Jessica Shelton, Cole Deaver, and Phil Parker. That's who all carry the in-car cameras in today's event at Richmond International Raceway. As the green flag will fly, as the field will be led in the hands of Preston Plord and Becca Tellier. Green flag is out, and the Mobil 1 400 is on. Mike Becker looking to make a charge for the lead here. Plord shuts the door on him, and Preston Plord will lead the field down. This is where we left him at California. He won the race there. He leads the first lap again here at Richmond. Second place battle here. Mike Becker on the outside as William Brock moves inside to number 4. Jessica Shelton follows suit. Shelton, is got to get tired of the fact that she has not won a race yet this season. She hopes to turn that around here today. She usually runs pretty good here at Richmond as well. As Plord leads him down for turn number 1. Zachary Fitzwater moves inside. Here comes number 6. Becca Tellier, the outside pole sitter. On board Jessica Shelton's car. She'll move back to the inside here as now Becca Tellier moves out alongside and past Zachary Fitzwater. Now Shelton looks to try to do the same. 3 Fords and battling right there. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And you got a car to the inside of Shelton. I don't know who that is on the inside of her. That would be the car Dylan Poteet, number 22. And battle for the lead. Here comes William Brock inside of Preston Plord for the number 1 spot. And those two battled out a lot at California last race on the tour. And William Brock's going to take the lead. William Brock, number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet out of Morgan McClure Racing, looking pretty strong here today. And of course the combination of Brock and the Kodak 4 have been a very good combination. Of course, you remember they won at California at Auto Club last season with this car. Becca Tellier to the inside takes 2nd position. Now Ryan George is going to try for 3rd on Fitzwater. Preston Plord has dropped down to the, I think, 6th position. Let's see where he's at right now. He is clocked in the 5th position. Poteet is 6th. Darn pace car. And a gaggle of cars behind there, and from 7th place on. So yellow flag is flown for the first time here today at Richmond. As you got to look at Mike Becker turning a few laps here, and we just missed the first caution flag of the day because of somebody calling the house. And the crash happened involving Ryan Brommer, Nicholas Wade, and Zach Winkle. Oh my gosh! Classic 3-way situation you got right there. Come off turn number 4, and let's see what. Nicholas Wade actually gets shut down by Winkle, and then that shoves them right into Brian Brommer. Winkle gets squeezed up in the wall hard at 97 car. That replay camera's going everywhere, but where I want it. Okay. Let's take a look again right here. There's see Winkle. Yeah, both Nicholas Wade and Ryan Brommer just drive Winkle right up into the wall. That's what they do. And Ryan Brommer, meanwhile, just spinning around. So Brommer is retired out of the race here as William Brock has the lead. And he'll lead him down the start-finish line. Second is Ryan George. Third is Becca Tellier. Then Preston Plord and Zachary Fitzwater, the top 5 here at Richmond. Then comes Johnny Gardner, Quentin Moore, Charles Sanford, Jessica Shelton, and Paul Minnick, the top 10. As here comes Ryan George to the inside of Brock for the number 1 spot. And he's got it. Ryan George takes the lead. And here comes Preston Plord to the inside now for second place. As Brock and Tellier, they both go to the high side of the track now. And Plord takes the second position now. And here comes Quentin Moore in 21, who won this race a few seasons back at Richmond. And Quentin knows how to get it done on this racetrack. Johnny Gardner looking low on the track on Quentin Moore as they both move inside of Becca Tellier in the 6. As you get a ride with Phil Parker in number 5 as he moves high on the racetrack here, and that is Peter Onjak in 41, but moving inside for position. Parker that time by clocked in 18th position, and Keith Batson makes a good move to the inside. He'll get past both Parker and Onjak, and that's Kyle Matthews looking low in the 42 car. And let's see where our third in-car camera is riding at. That is Cole Deaver's car. He was clocked 24th the last time by. And Deaver has a rear bumper cam on that machine. And Cole Deaver making his way through the field like gangbusters at the 21st position right now. But Phil Parker's going to try to stop that charge as he moves inside of Deaver for position. That's 21st and 22nd and 23rd right there with Seth Cole. And Parker gets Deaver loose, come off turn number 4. And the shuffle is on here at Richmond here as one car moving his way through the field nicely. That's Joshua Osborne in 87 as he has now worked his way up to the 12th position right now. Osborne getting a little bit loose, come off turn number 2. Meantime, the lead's changed again. Preston Plord now takes the number 1 spot back from the 15 of Ryan George. And here comes the hookup between Quentin Moore and Charles Sanford as Moore and Sanford both get by the 81 of Jason Hayward and the 7 car of Jonathan Zorlin. Lap car right there, that's Zach Winkle in 97. Let's see how much problem he presents here at Richmond as they come off turn number 2. In fact, you got several lap cars. You got another lap car just up ahead. That would be the car of... That'd be the car of Nicholas Wade in a lead change again. Preston Plord takes the number 1 spot back from Ryan George, who took the lead back from Preston. Now Preston takes the lead back up from Ryan. So those two put up a good battle here today. But now, meantime, Nicholas Wade giving Mike Becker trouble here as Mike's saying, "Come on, let me around here." Oh, and he couldn't. Now Johnny Gardner, he almost saw him going around, but Johnny Gardner stopped that. And Becker finally does get around the 26 car, but as you see, now he decides to pick on Dylan Poteet in the 22 car, as well as the 5 of Phil Parker. Parker moves inside, and they're going to go 3 wide. Halfway home, 30 in the books and 30 to go here at Richmond. And here comes a couple of buddies, Charles Stanford and Jessica Shelton, side by side. Shelton in 94, Stanford in 24. Roof cam from Jessica Shelton's view as she is now in a battle with the 81 of Jason Haywood. Shelton now dropped to 17th position. And not a good points position, and not a usual points position she's in right now. As Shelton currently sits, coming in this race, she is sitting 19th in the standings coming in. Seth Cole goes by, Kat Batson goes by. And Cole Deaver goes by. Shelton's stuck on the high side of the track. Deaver and now Friesen goes by, as well as Tony Green in the 33 car. And meantime, look at Phil Parker going to number 5 car. He moves past Dylan Poteet, and here comes inside of the 6 of Becca Tellier. But back up front, Preston Plord still has the lead right now as he's looking for 2 in a row here at this point of the season. He's already locked into the All-Star race by virtue of his win at California. But Zachary Fitzwater wants a spot in the All-Star race as he's now in 2nd position. William Brock is now 3rd. 4th is now Ryan George. And 5th is Phil Parker. And 5th right now is, not Phil Parker, but Paul Minnick. And battle for the lead beginning to develop here between Plord and Fitzwater as they go into the inside. Now here comes Fitzwater for the lead. Oh, he puts the bumper to Plord as he comes up to number 4. He's got it. Fitzwater leads the lap. I don't suppose that was the kind of move he wanted to try to test for the final lap or not, in case that were to happen again. Meantime, one car with problems to the inside. That is the car of Mike Becker, I think, has got problems in the 44 car. Yep, there he is. He's moved back down pit road. At an agonizingly slow 39 miles an hour. So Becker, who won the season at Atlanta, not looking good right now at Richmond. And he'll come inside pit road and he'll make an unscheduled pit stop on the number 44 Hot Wheels Pontiac. Look at some of your cars in the back right there, including 2 of the big names, Keith Batson and Dylan Young. That's 29th and 30th right there on your screen. Batson and Young both frustrated their results so far in the last few races so far in the season. Trent Dunham up ahead in 28th position. As we look at the rest of the cars are there, there's Austin Colano and Daniel Bouchard. There's Becca Tellier now dropped to 24th position as Mike Becker still sitting on pit road. Joshua Collard in 23rd. Collard now stuck on the high side now in the 43 car. And here comes Levi McIntyre. Going to make a 3-way between he, Johnny Gardner, and Rob Evans. McIntyre's just going to try to muscle by, saying, out of my way here. I want to gain some spots here as he moves inside of Rob Evans, gets past him, but now he's having trouble trying to get by Johnny Gardner. All the while now he's got the 6 car of McIntyre on his back end. And Kyle Matthews dropping back in the 42 car. So some action-packed short track action here at Richmond as you look at from the copter cam. Down to 14 laps to go here at Richmond. Battle going on for 10th position between Cole Deaver and Jessica Shelton. And Deaver takes position away. Now Shelton looks low as she tries to gain position again. Deaver running in 10th position, Shelton running in 11th. And now make that 11th now for Deaver and 10th for Shelton as they go into turn number 1. Moving up on the 26th car, Nicholas Wade. He is a lap down. Nicholas running in 38th position. And now Deaver stuck on the high side. Dylan Potey takes 10th position away. And whoa, Deaver and Nicholas almost get together. And there comes Zorlin to the inside of the 7 car. And look who's now moved up in the top 15 now. Jesse Turner in the 75 car. He's now moved up to the 12th position now. In the meantime, Phil Parker's now entered the top 10. He's in 9th position as Joshua Osborne's just now gotten around him for 8th. Osborne and Parker having some pretty good runs here today. And for Osborne, it's definitely a feel-good run he's having right now because he's only had one top 10 finish this season. Looking for another one here today, and now meantime, battle for 10th again. Shelton in jeopardy losing 10th now to Dylan Potey in the 22 car. Ford and Pontiac battling it out here for position. And we got problems here, and oh, Potey's crashed right into Vince Almerigo's car. It looked to me like we got a major pileup happening. And the leader of the race, Zachary Fitzwater's damaged up. Oh no! Fitzwater, the leader of the race, has crashed. And with 7 laps remaining as well, too. Oh my gosh. Let's look at what happened in. Oh yeah, that was a huge pileup on the front stretch. Well, we often stress of how lap cars can be a pain in a you-know-what, and Seth Cole found that out with Nicholas Wade. Swerves right into Keith Basson's car for some inexplicable reason, and now Nicholas gets reared by the 77 of Diego Yepes. Cat Batson crashes, and now everybody's going to pile right in. And look at this, and oh my gosh. Al Morrigo's in it, Ben Crouch is in it, Peter Onjack's in it, Ashlyn Boyd's in it. And now watch Fitzwater's going to come in just a minute. Now you see Zach Winkle right there in the 97. He's going to rear in Peter Onjack. And yeah, here comes Mike Becker and Fitzwater. Oh my gosh. And the 10 car, Al Morrigo, he gets jacked up badly. Mike Becker's damaged up, and yeah, there's a 9 car Fitzwater. He's, oh my gosh. So that should give the lead there to Preston Plord, I think. So a bad crash has happened here at Richmond, and we're going to get the green flag here with 2 laps to go. And this crash took out several good cars here. Out of the race here. Osborne's out of the race. Parker's out of the race. 22 of Potey's out of the race. As is Zorlin. Cat Basson's out of the race. Seth Cole's out, Jay Jefferson's out, Vince Almariga's out, so it's Ben Crouch, Mike Becker, and Ryan Brommer's all out of the race. And so the greenback's getting ready to wave here, and definitely a heartbreaker for Zachary Fitzwater, who looked like he had his first win in the bag, and all fell to crap for him. Green flag has waved, 2 laps to go. Here comes William Brock to the inside of Plord for the number 1 spot. Here he comes for the lead. William Brock wants to get himself a spot in the All-Star race. He moves inside of Plord for the number 1 spot. They're side by side. Ford, Pontiac on the outside, Chevy on the inside. White flag. Off to number 2. Plord looks inside. He's going to try to crossover move on Brock. Here they come. They're side by side. Here they come up the 4th turn. Plord moves Brock up the track. Preston Plord wins the Mobil 1 400. What a finish here at Richmond International Raceway. Preston Plord on a final lap pass. He loses the lead coming to the white flag. Now he takes the lead back at the checkers. What a shootout that was between Preston Plord in the 18 and the 4 of William Brock, and a heartbreaker for William Brock. He almost had himself a spot in the All-Star. It's right in his grasp, and then have it all fall down for him on the last turn of the last lap of the race. Whew. Unbelievable finish that was here at Richmond. The second whistle will go to William Brock. Third to Charles Sanford. Fourth will go to Ryan George. Fifth to Paul Minnick. Then Jesse Turner, Quentin Moore, to Cole Deaver, Jessica Shelton, and Trent Dunham. Where did he come from? Finishes in 10th position here in today's event. And if this is an indication of things to come at Charlotte, that is going to be a crazy race. That is for sure. Oh my gosh. But Preston Plord makes it 2 wins in a row. He's already locked in the All-Star race there. William Brock, your heart has to go out to him. Had himself a spot in the All-Stars at Charlotte. And unfortunately for him, just had it taken away from him right at the very last second of that race. Anyways, rest of the finishing order, Carter Friesen comes up in 11th. Johnny Gardner, Becca Tellier, Levi McIntyre, 14th. A good day for him. Then Jason Haywood, Daniel Bouchard, Rob Evans, Keith Batson, Joshua Collard, and Kyle Matthews, the top 20. Rest of the finishing order, Sean Ard, 21st. Excuse me. Tony Green, Austin Colano, Dylan Young, Ashlyn Boyd, Diego Yepes, Peter Onjak, and Zachary Fitzwater was the last finisher on the lead lap in 28th. And that's another guy your heart has to go out to. Fitzwater had that race won, and then takes the yellow flag and then crashes right into the big one that happened on the front stretch. And sometimes nothing left. Sometimes nothing you can do, obviously, but it's kind of like one of those what might have been races for Fitzwater. Zach Winkle, 29th, 2 laps down is Nicholas, and Nicholas Way was 30th, 3 laps down. He ends up the last finisher of the race. Cars out of the race, and several real good cars got taken out of that big one, too. Phil Parker, Dylan Potey, Jonathan Zolan, Joshua Osborne, Kat Batson, Seth Cole, Jay Jefferson, Vince Almarigo, Ben Crouch, Mike Becker, and Ryan Brommer as 11 cars got taken out of that. Is out of the race there, and about 10 of them, I think, got taken out in that crash, too, on the front stretch. So that will do it at Richmond International Raceway, and after a tremendous finish at the Mobil 1 400, Preston Plord on the final lap pulls off a winning pass on William Brock to take the lead and the win at Richmond. It's his second victory in a row and second of the season. And I think that's the second driver to win 2 in a row, too, as Cole Deaver. And I think that's the third driver of the season to win 2 in a row. Cole Deaver did it at Wilkesboro and Bristol, and Trent Dunham did it at Darlington and at Texas. And I think so, yeah. And now Plord does it at Auto Club and at Richmond. So 3 drivers in a row. This season has won 2 races in a row. So pretty crazy how things have worked out, and we'll see it. And he'll definitely be going for 3 in a row in the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. when we get there as well. But a great race at Richmond today here. Congratulations again to Preston Ford, winner of the Mobil 1 400. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in our races, gaming videos, whatever the person of the NNSCRA comes for this channel. Please be sure to check out Seth's Last of Us Light series, the Coors Light Truck series, the Pizza Hut X series, and the Hershey's Cup series. Please be sure to check those races out, along with Michael Norman's Budweiser All Pro series, as he's also on this channel as well. And so check those races out, and of course also check out another NNSCRA series on Thrash Maniac 99's channel, the Marvel Studios Cup series. Please be sure to check that series out as well. So all the great offline series are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you'll not regret checking those races out. And so, with all that said, here this is James Colson, production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Charlotte.